YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Candy and I'm back with another video. Before we get into today's video, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel and give my video a thumbs up so we can continue to grow up on the channel. So y'all, it's that time of the month when your girl is back with another story time. This story time is way overdue, y'all, and I wasn't ready to tell it. Honestly, didn't think I was gonna drop this story time on my channel because this was a very difficult, hurtful, and heartbreaking story time. But I don't know who might need to hear this, or who might want to hear it, or who page this story time might fall on. But I just want to go ahead and share it. So yeah, y'all, let's get right up into it. So yes, as y'all can see by that title below, did I meet any man in jail? I did. Did I actually meet a fucking stranger in jail and think we was gonna run off to the moon and have a baby and get married? I did, y'all. I did. So, this was in January of 2022. My birthday, y'all, is January 21st, which is coming up in a few weeks, and which plays a big part to the story, y'all. So, this was in January of 2022, and I was actually getting ready for my birthday. So as you know, when you're getting ready for your birthday, you're getting your hair done, you're getting your nails done, you know, eyelashes, whatever you got planned. Me specifically, I was getting ready because I was going to Jamaica with a friend of mine, with a girlfriend of mine and her friend. So it was specifically the weekend of the 15th in January. Now, during the week, I ended up making my hair appointment with my hairstylist, y'all. I made my eyelash appointment with this girl that I found on Facebook. I had my nail tech. I made my nail appointment, blah, blah. So, y'all, as it got closer to the end of the week, I remember seeing a friend of mine that I had actually met in 2008. I met her. We're going to call her Mary. I met Mary in 2008 at the movie theater. And I remember that Mary do lashes, too. So, I actually ended up canceling my eyelash appointment with the eyelash tech that I found on my Facebook page, and I ended up booking an eyelash appointment with Mary because Mary was a good friend of mine. I just actually forgot she did it. We're not close friends, but you know, like we met in 09, 08. Was that 09? We met in 09, y'all. We was pregnant together. Our sons are literally probably like a week or two apart. So I was like, of course, you know, I'm gonna support Mary. So that's why I'm gonna do my lashes. So the weekends rolls around, y'all. I got up early that day. I went to go get my hair done. I got my wig installed by my hairstylist. And then I had, if I'm not mistaken, y'all, I got my nails done I did as well. And now it was time for my eyelash appointment with Mary. I get to the eyelash appointment, y'all. And, you know, me and Mary just catching up. I'm telling Mary, you know, at this point, y'all, just a little background on me in the state that I was in. I was happy, y'all. I was single. I was dating. But the people I was involved with, it was nobody I could see myself with. Nobody that I could take serious. It just really was situationships, and, you know, I just was talking and dating people. So, you know, I was on the market. It ain't like I could pick between the few and I knew I could get serious with somebody. It was never nobody in my life at that point in time where I knew I could run off at the moon. They could be my potential partner. So I'm going to put that out there. Now, basically, me and Mary just catching up. She doing my eyelashes, and that's what we're talking about. She telling me how she met somebody, and, you know, she's talking to people. And, you know, I'm telling her I'm just going through my roster at this time. Who I'm talking to, what's going on with life, how life been. You know, we ain't seen each other, blah, blah, this and that. So Mary gets a phone call. So Mary gets a phone call, and it was from her best friend. We're going to call him BJ. Mary gets a phone call from her best friend, BJ. Now, when Mary picks up the phone, she goes, oh, this is my best friend. He called her from jail. He don't even want nothing. You know, like, just roll her eyes. This is her best friend, whatever. So I'm like, girl, you know, I don't care. You know, I don't care. You know, like, me and Mary, we had a relationship. So it's like, you ain't got to be all that professional with me. So Mary proceeds to do my eyelashes. Y'all, I'm laying on the table, getting my eyelashes done. And Mary is doing... And Mary's picking up the phone. So if you guys ever receive the phone call, you know how it's going. You have a call from BJ. Blah, blah, this and that. This call is monitored, recorded, da, da, da. Whatever they saying. So BJ gets on the phone. BJ and Mary's having a conversation. He like, hey, best friend, you know, how you doing, blah, blah, this and that. and they're going back and forth. They're just having a regular conversation. So she like, I'm doing my friend lashes. BJ proceeds to say, hey, client. And I'm like, hey. Now, as y'all can see by my personality, if you know me, like, I'm just like a people's person. I'm fun. I don't ever think too much in any situation. I like to talk, y'all. That was one of the reasons I started my YouTube channel, because your girl is chatty. I like to talk, y'all. And so I'm like, hey. So now BJ and Mary, their phone conversation, like, Mary keep on muting the phone and just like, he don't even want nothing. So they really like just sit on the phone, then they'll talk. They sit on the phone, they'll talk. Me being a talky Tatiana like I am, I proceeds to say, what you in jail for? That's when I knew I fucked up. But I didn't know then, but I did. So I proceeds to say, what you in jail for? So BJ proceeds to tell me, what he's in jail for. And I goes, is that a class X? So he goes, how do you know this a class X? Like, you did this to something before. So I laugh it off, and I'm just like, I won't say I'll laugh, but I just know a little bit something about it. So at this point, y'all, me and BJ is having a full-blown conversation. I'm just asking him, like, how long you in there? Did you get your time yet? I'm asking him a lot of jail questions, and he's just giving me the answers. But a lot of the questions that I was asking him, I was like giving him his own answers, because I was just a little familiar with the background. Let's just say your girl had a thing for street men. Okay. So next thing you know, y'all, me and BJ just chatting up again, y'all. I'm not thinking nothing of it. Me and BJ just chatting it up, running it off, and then they said, you have 1 minute left. And I'm like, oh man. Because again, y'all, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm in a very happy space in life. I got my little rosters. I was selling my hair and my lashes. I'm in a good space mentally, physically, and financially. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. Your girl's excited. I just got my hair done. I'm getting my lashes done. My birthday coming up. So y'all, it wasn't nothing at the time. Leave my eyelash appointment, y'all. I go home, and at this point, I'm all in my camera. I'm on Snapchat, y'all. I actually got a video. I won't put a video up on the screen, y'all, because your girl was all in and feeling herself, because I had my hair done, I had my lashes done, and I'm just like, boom, because I had a brunch the next day. So I'm at home, y'all, doing my little 1, 2, do, and I get a phone call from Mary. And I'm like, hey, girl. And she like, girl, what you doing? I'm just like, nothing. I think I told her I was in the house, I wasn't doing nothing. So Mary proceeds to say, my best friend will know if he can get your number. Exactly, y'all. So I'm like, what do you want my number for? She like, girl, I don't know. So she like, he actually on the phone right now. So I'm like, so at this point, y'all, I'm like, what you want my number for? He like, I want your number, just to talk to you, just to have a conversation. Everybody needs somebody to talk to. That's how he like ran the game on me. And I'm just like, what you want to talk to me about? Like, you in jail? He was like, just like normal conversation. Like, we had a good conversation earlier. Like, we were just talking. So again, y'all, I ain't thinking nothing of it. Your girl liked to chat. He was telling me how he get free phone calls, and he'd call me and all this and that. Man, y'all, I'm just like, okay. Like, I'm just like, what you gonna do for me? He like, you don't know what I could do for you. I just want your phone number, let's talk about it, all this and that. So again, y'all, at the happy space that I am, as the butterfly person that I am, I'm just like, okay, you can get my number. So yes, y'all, I told Mary to give BJ my number, and BJ had my number. So, boom. The next day, y'all, I was getting ready for my brunch, because I was leaving for Jamaica that weekend. And this is Sunday, so I had brunch at Bureau. If you're from the Chicagoland area, you know what Bureau is. So I had a brunch there with a friend of mine and all her cousins. We was going out. So I was getting ready for, at this point, y'all, I'm in the house, I'm getting ready for brunch and stuff, and I get a phone call. So I'm looking at the number, y'all, because I didn't know the number, and I pick up the number, and it's like, oh, this is the blah, 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 blah. You have a free call from BJ. He called me the next day, y'all. So I'm just like, So I pick up the phone. He like, what you doing? I'm like, none, my birthday coming up. I'm getting ready for my brunch because I'm going to Jamaica this weekend. Like, y'all, I'm just overly excited and happy at this point. And he just like, yeah, like, what you wearing? So I'm telling him, like, I got me a little yellow and blue little blouse that I'm wearing. I got me a little heel. He like, oh, how old you finna be? And, again, y'all, we just having normal conversations. So I'm like, at this point, y'all, the phone call ended because I believe the phone calls was 30 minutes when he was in the Cook County jail. So the phone call had ended. So I'm continuing getting dressed. I'm on my way out with my friends. BJ calls again. So again, I ain't thinking too much of y'all. I wasn't offended. I'm having a good time. I'm happy. You know, I'm a chatty. I like to talk. So me and BJ talking. So I tell him like, you know, I'm getting ready to meet up with my friends. We're finna go on our way to brunch. So he's just like, okay, I'm gonna call you later. So y'all, I end up going to brunch with the girls getting toe down. Do you hear me? Now I'm talking about toe down so much that I didn't even make it to the club that night. Once after we went to brunch, y'all, we were supposed to go to the nightclub, which is called Paula's. And y'all, I was in my friend bathroom, my friend auntie bathroom, throwing up everything. But I remember BJ calling me. So at this point, y'all, I remember being on the phone with him, y'all, but I remember what I was saying. So the next day, when I end up checking my call log and stuff, I'm like, damn, I was talking to the man that I'm in jail. And I'm just like, what did I say to him? Like, y'all know, when you're drunk, you be scared. You don't know what you be saying. So I'm just like, damn, what did I say to him? I don't even know what I had said. So I'm asking my friend, like, you remember? She's like, nah, I just know you was on the phone with some boy in jail, but I don't think you said nothing you weren't supposed to say. So y'all, BJ ended up calling me that night. We ended up like just talking. He asking me how was brunch. Am I excited about my trip? You know, did I make it to the club? How was my night? Kind of drunk when I talked to him about this and that. So basically, y'all, so many words. I was like, what did I say? He was like, you ain't saying nothing you weren't supposed to say.
What do you mean by that?
I was like, because I was a little scared. Because imagine, y'all, you know, I ain't want to mix up my little yes at the 10, my little rasta, or whatever the case might be. So, you know, but I didn't remember what I had said to him. So at this point, y'all, me and BJ like talking every day. But y'all, I'm also talking to other people, and I'm also going on dates with other people. But it's like, BJ just, I don't know if it was because he was something new. I don't know if it was because, you know, he was just a finesser like that. But I used to look forward to them jail calls. Like, imagine, y'all, I had about 3 or 4 other men that was entertaining me, but they weren't sticking out like BJ was. Like, BJ just had that mouthpiece on him, okay? I wanted to talk to BJ. So just fast forward a little bit. I had ended up ordering these dating cards, y'all, from tonight's conversation, if you're familiar with that. Actually, y'all, I went to their, on my very first YouTube video, I had went to their event that they had when they did, you know, like they laugh podcast. And I had bought their cards, y'all. But it's so funny that my first video, that was like what I had went to. But I had bought their cards. And it was like, you know, questions for a first time date night. But y'all, I never used the cards before. Because I was like, I'm going to use these, you know, like when I'm seriously dating somebody. Clearly, I told y'all I was dating, but I wasn't taking nobody serious. And I didn't see a future with nobody I was talking to. But yeah, I was entertaining them. So one time I'm up in the house, y'all, and BJ called. No, when I was at work, y'all, me and BJ ended up calling me. I told him that he can call me after work. Now, y'all, sometimes I didn't answer the phone for BJ. You know, sometimes I act like I was busy because at this point I was like a little too available, and we like feeling each other. Like it's just like like I said, y'all, I'm looking forward to these phone calls. I want to talk to him. I want to know more about him. I want to learn more. And then I remember just getting a little background on him from Mary. She was just like, he's actually a good guy. She was like, he a good guy. You know, he's a little corny. I don't think he'll be your type. But y'all know, like, a good guy corny, that's different for me. And I remember BJ exact words was like, you know, I am a good man, but, you know, I'm the good guy that always finish last. So he say. So I just knew, like, oh, okay, he's single. He told me he was single. He told me he had a son. He told me he was a good guy. Mary told me he was a good guy. So I'm just like, damn, like, maybe it's a sign. I feel like it was a reason that I went to go get my lashes done. It was a reason I met him. It's just like corny, different, but in the street a little bit with that hint of gangster to him still. Let's see what's to him. So at this point, y'all, sometimes I will be available for BJ, sometimes I wouldn't. And this particular day, y'all, I remember I was at home and I was like cleaning up my room, and I had my own bathroom in my room. And I remember BJ called me. He like, what you doing? I'm like, I'm at home cleaning my bathroom. And I don't know what made me grab those cards, y'all. I don't know if I glanced at them, walked past them, or what. But I remember, y'all, I ended up telling BJ, like, I got these dating cards, and I was saving them for, like, you know, when I, like, date somebody or get to know them, whatever. And, you know, I just want to I'm like, do you want to like play with him? So typically how it would work, y'all, I would pull a card and then BJ would answer the question. Then BJ would pull a card and then he would answer the question. But y'all know he's in jail and I'm on the phone. And y'all, BJ used to have a lot of phone time. Like he was running that phone line. That man always had that phone. Like I would be on the phone with this man for hours, y'all, because it'll be 30-minute phone call, but he hang up here, be like, I'm gonna get the phone right back. Or he'll be like, I'm gonna call you back in 30 minutes. But y'all, I swear to God, I'll be on this phone with this man for like an hour, hour and a half at a time because he just had the phone line like that. Now, I get the dating cards, y'all. And you know, I ask BJ a question. So I tell him like, I'm gonna pull a card and I'm gonna ask you a question, you answer it, and then I'm gonna read the question and I'll just answer it. So you know, like it can still be fair and we can still take turns. So I pulled a card and I, you know, I'm asking him like, you know, how do you feel about mahogany? You know, like, what are your goals? You know, do you know, like those questions, y'all, they have some very good questions up in them. Matter of fact, hold on, y'all. Let me go get the cards.
A few moments later.
So these are the dating cards. It's called the perfect date night. Now, some of the questions I was asking him, like, what's your go-to way to deal with stress? In a relationship, do you feel it's appropriate to have a best friend of the opposite sex? So, as y'all can see, what are your views on couples therapy? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And what's your plan to get there? Y'all, I really love these questions. But anyways, those are the type of questions I was asking BJ. And when I tell y'all, BJ was hitting them answers right on point. Like, it was like he was reading my damn mind. Everything I wanted to hear, y'all, like, he was answering them perfect. Like, damn, oh, I like that response. And I remember every time I was asking him questions, y'all, he was just like hitting on point. Because the men that I was dating at the time, you asked them these questions. No, y'all. It was not hitting. But I'm just like, damn, maybe he is a good man. Like, just because he in jail don't make him a bad person. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, at this point, y'all, I'm intrigued. I want to know more. So the more I'm talking to him, y'all, the more I'm getting to know him. I'm learning, you know, like where he from, where he grew up from, his background. Do he got kids? Like, what he like to do fun? What's his stressor? Me and BJ, y'all, we just vibing. We vibing. Now, I remember telling BJ, like, I'm not one of them skinny girls that you probably used to. Because I ended up doing a little research on BJ and I seen that, you know, the mother of his kids was like very tiny. And I remember also Mary telling me that he always only been with very small women. So I'm like, I'm not one of them skinny girls used to. So he was like, it don't matter what size you is, shit, you sound like you look good. Imagine, y'all, we only talked on the phone. So he like, you sound like you look good. And I'm just like, that's cute, whatever. But he was like, you know, it don't matter if you big or not. He was like, you know, I like you. And I'm just like, I like you too. So at this point, y'all, like BJ, we probably like, I want to say 2 months in. Yes. I want to say we probably in March now. And I'm answering the phone for BJ. Like, sometimes when I be like with my other people that I'm dating, I want to answer for him. And he'll be having Mary call and text me like, BJ said answer the phone. He don't care who you with, blah, blah, this and that. But, you know, like, it was just like real cute to me. Because I was still like doing me at this point. But BJ was like on my man all the time. Like, y'all, I liked that man. Like, that man had a good mouthpiece on him. I liked him. He was standing out more than the man that I was actually with. So, around this time, I was just like, BJ had told me that he was in the Cook County. Now, at this time, y'all, I probably stayed maybe 10 minutes away from the Cook County jail. So, I told BJ I was going to come see him. Now, around this time, y'all know it was like recently fresh, like after COVID, like 2 years after that. I remember BJ telling me that he was going to add me to the list so we could do video visits. Imagine, y'all. One thing BJ knew is that he told me I sounded good. He told me that Mary told him that I was cute. And I personally told him that I was a bigger woman. So I guess he kind of got like this image in his head of me. And I had looked up BJ online. So I think that like, BJ decent. I can fuck with it. Now, the time comes, y'all, for us to have a video visit. Now, BJ was telling me like, you know, gotta be on teams. You gotta be on point. You gotta be ready, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm sitting in front of my phone. Nothing. Nobody never joined the call. Nobody never joined the teams. Nobody never joined the teams. Later on that evening, I ended up talking to BJ. And he basically told me, like, why, when the video came on, the mother of his kids came on his video. He had said something around the nature of, they forgot to switch to new people. Like, they was having some technical difficulties, so they just ended up putting the last person that he video chatted with on the video, which was the mother of his kids, and they didn't, like, you know, do the new person, because I think you had to, like, get approved and stuff for it, and I did. And that way the video visit had failed. So I'm just like, okay, you know, it ain't no big deal. That's cool. We were still talking every day. So I had told him, like, you know, I'm gonna send you some pictures so you can know, see how I look. So y'all ended up, you know, downloading pictures on my phone, and I ended up sending him some pictures to the Cook County jail. Next thing you know, y'all, I want to say probably like maybe a day after, or a day or two after that, I get a call from Mary, and Mary basically tells me that BJ is being transferred to the Department of Corrections. If y'all familiar with the jail system, the Cook County jail is basically where you be at to fight your case to get your time, and then the Illinois Department of Corrections where you go to actually serve your time once you've been sentenced. So Mary tells me that BJ is being transferred to the IDOC. So y'all, I'm immediately like freaking out, like, damn. Just when you know, he was finna see my pictures. And so first, y'all, the video visit, they put his baby mom on there. Then y'all send him pictures and he get transferred. But wait, y'all, I skipped the part. Before I sent him the pictures, y'all, we was gonna do an in-person visit. If I'm not mistaken, y'all, I believe the division was on lockdown. Because when I was trying to come see him in person, the division on lockdown. So y'all, honestly, that was, now that I'm looking back, that was God's way of telling me, like, what the fuck are you doing? Look at all them signs I was getting, y'all, for this man not to even see me. So the first time, y'all, the video visit, they didn't put me on the call. The second time, y'all, I tried to go see him in person. I believe the division was on lockdown, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't see him. The third time, y'all, I sent some pictures, and he ended up getting transferred to IDOC. At this point, y'all, my pictures is going to Cook County, but he's going somewhere else. So I remember him telling me that, oh, they gonna send the pictures to one man. And I'm like, you sure? He like, yeah. Because, you know, I just wanted him to see me because I knew how he looked at this stuff. So I wanted him to see me too. Because in the back of my head, y'all, it did bother me that he only been with smaller women, which is very important in this story time. Now, BJ ended up going to the joint, and he basically ended up telling me, like, you know, that he was in the Statesville part, that, you know, like, his phone calls was limited, because he always had, like, he asked, like, another person to call me, and he'll be, like, sending a message, because he couldn't get phone calls. If I'm not mistaken, y'all, it was 30 days. So he had, like, somebody else delivering the messages for him, how he missed me, he thinking about me, he can't wait to talk to me, he can't wait to get my pictures, blah, blah, this and that. Oh, like, a week and a half go past, y'all, and I am getting the pictures back. So the pictures came back to me. So imagine, y'all, this man still don't know how I look. So at this point, y'all, he ended up telling me that once he's down there for 30 days and he get, you know, assigned to, like, you know, his deck or area, the block, the cell block or whatever it's called, that I can register for video visits, and, you know, I either can come see him. So at this point, y'all, me and BJ, y'all, is like 4 months in. It's been 4 months, y'all, but it's just feeling so amazing, y'all. Like, I love talking to him. I look forward to them jail calls. That meant I knew, like, what time he was calling me. If I'm available, y'all, I'm making myself available. If I got something to do, I'm stopping what I'm doing. Like, BJ. I like this man, y'all. I like him a lot. And the men that I was dating and talking to outside, it was just like, I was, like, getting further away from them. Even though this man can't take care of me, even though this man can't touch me, even though I can't feel this man, I just wanted him. I did, y'all. I liked him a lot. And we just getting to know each other. However, BJ ended up finally getting transferred to his cell block or whatever. And he ended up telling me that, he ended up basically telling me how I can download an app and I can register for a video visit. And I did, y'all. I registered for a video visit, and I believe I ended up scheduling for Saturday, and a day came. I was so nervous, y'all, because it's like I never, like, seen him before. I don't even know this man. He's a complete stranger. But the day came, y'all. I sat in front of my camera. I had my ring light on. And once you register on there, the chef officer come on there and be like, hey, you Katrina? I tell him, yeah. they go over a few rules. You know, the rules, regulations. It's your first visit. You tell them, I told them no at that point, and then they tell me a few of the rules, and they tell me that he'll be joining. So that they was going to get him. They go get BJ, and then boom, BJ came on the video visit. BJ looking at me, I'm looking at him, he looking at me. And I'm just like, hey, and he just like, hey, you so pretty. And I'm just like, hey, you cute too. He like, yeah, I got my hair done. Cause he was like growing a little dress, y'all. He like, I got my hair done for you. And I'm just, y'all, we just like smiling at each other. I'm just like, you know, like my heart beating fast. I'm getting butterflies. I'm like, oh, look at my man. Like at this point, y'all, in my head, I'm already calling him my man. So we just have our little video visit, y'all. We had a really good video visit. It felt good to actually see him, for him to see me. And I ended up telling BJ that I ended up going online, like at the jail he was at, and seeing how I could come see him. And y'all end up registering to go see this man. Yes, I know, y'all. I did. So I just remember, like, from the past, y'all, when you go see people in jail, you need to have like money to put on the card, so like, you know, you can get snacks and stuff like the vending machine. So I already knew that part, and I had did that. I had got money, I put it on a little card, you know, so that way me and BJ can have snacks during our visit. And the day came, y'all, I got in my car and I drove my ass, what was it, an hour and a half, because he was close to Chicago. So I drove an hour and a half. At this point, y'all, I'm nervous because I'm just like I said, y'all, it always bothered me in the back of my head that just me doing my homework on him, that he always been with smaller girls. But let BJ tell it, I was cute and he was into me, and my size didn't matter. So y'all, actually ended up going to the jail to go see BJ. And I remember, y'all, going in there, registering, calling his name. They told me that, like, when he come down, then they'll call me. So I'm sitting in the visiting room, y'all, and I'm just waiting to see this man. And they like, visit for BJ. And I come up, they search me, and I go through the door. And when I walk through the door, BJ was like waiting at the line, because it's like a white line here, y'all. And you know, the inmates cannot go past the line. You can't go past it, but you can greet each. That's when you could touch each other. So we went past the line, y'all, and like we like hugged. And then y'all, like, we like kissed a little bit, because when we was on the phone, y'all, he used to always say, you ain't gonna hug me, you ain't gonna kiss me. So y'all, we pecked, like, and it was very fucking weird. Y'all, it was so weird. So then me and BJ had walked around, because they get to walk with you once to look at the vending machine. We walked around so he could tell me what he wants, so I can get the snacks out the vending machine. I got his snacks. We proceeded to sit down at the table, y'all. And at this point, we just talking. He looking at me, I'm looking at him. He looking at me, I'm looking at him. He looking at me, I'm looking at him. He just like, girl, you made it seem like you was real big or something. Shit, y'all. As y'all know, I was 300 pounds, so I was big as me. So he was just like, no, you ain't that big. We watching that. You cute, all this and that. You smell good. So, yeah, we just smelling each other. I'm just right here sitting at this table with this damn complete stranger that I don't even know. And I'm just talking to get to know him. Yeah, I believe the visits was for an hour and a half, if I'm not mistaken. And I enjoyed every bit of it. It was everything that I waited for. It was just like magical to me. As crazy as this sound, y'all, it was. And we ended up getting up. You know, they tell us visits over. We ended up getting up, walking back to the line that you can't cross. And then we hugged. And then we kissed. Now, y'all, this kiss was different. I don't know if it's because of the chemistry we had built when we was sitting at the table. But we like, and it was like, that's how the parting kiss was. And he's like, I'm going to call you, baby. And I'm like, okay. So y'all ended up leaving. I'm on my way home from the jail, y'all. And I was just like, I remember being so happy, like, damn. And the only thing I always thought about y'all was like, this is my moment. Like, I'm going to actually be happy. As y'all can see by my story times and all the crazy stuff that I've been through, like, I was convinced that this was my time. Like, I found my person. Like, the phone conversations was just getting more intense. The time we was spending would just get more intense. I was doing like video visits with him every weekend, y'all. I think I was going to see this man like twice a month. Like, we was writing each other. He was emailing me, like, and I remember at some point in time, BJ had ended up saying something about his brother. He was like, yeah, my girl. And I was like, who your girl? Because you ain't asked me to be your girlfriend. And he was like, you is my girl. And I was like, but you ain't asked me. Then he was like, you gonna be my girlfriend, Trina? And I was like, yeah. And here I am, agreeing to be this man's girlfriend while he's in jail. And everything was just perfect, happy. I just knew this was my time to be happy. And I just knew this was it until shit wasn't sweet anymore.